Okay. Take that picture with the museum sign.
Eugene of Savoy.
Now, we'll talk about the building behind it. This is the eldest building.
Roman walls. Underfloor eating system.
Counting.
No, what is it? Now, I have to restrict now. But it says
Naked women at Louis Vuitton. Monument to the victims of the Black Death. Next to the Jaeger-LeCoultre store. Wow. We're in the St. Stephen Basilica. At least I think that's where we're at. Is this St. Stephen Basilica?
yes.
It is. St. Stephen's door. Very Gothic. The stained glass windows, what happened to them? I wonder. There's Carrie. There's Ruthie. There's the functionary. Organ pipes. More organ pipes. Looks like Richard III. 1513. Looks like Richard III because he's wearing clothing of the period. So when Mark Twain went to Europe, he said he saw saints everywhere in cathedrals, and especially a saint with arrows all over his body. And that would be Saint Sebastian. And there he is up there with the arrows in him. The interesting thing about Sebastian was he did not die from that. He died later on. He was killed in another way. He actually survived all those arrows. Rem. Memento Mori. Well, here we are. Another Christmas market. This one in Vienna. A land of monuments, statuary, and really interesting architecture. Look at that place. How would you like to live there in that house? It would be pretty cool. Okay, with all the Christmas markets we went to, see all sorts of alpaca goods, but none of them my size, except for here, Alex, in his stand.
My name is Alex.
Yeah. And he happened to have my size. Hooray. So now I have warm feet. In Vienna. There he is right there. With the storefronts I saw that I thought was attractive is the Angel Apotheke, the Angel Apothecary. Mainly for these Viennese women, these angels, holding up the stuff that's steaming. It goes up there and comes around where the snakes and the jars are, then goes down and winds up with this other angel with the snake around her arm. Very Viennese. Very fin de siècle. Pretty cool. Anyway, the Vienna is full of interesting buildings. There's that castle-looking structure. Thomas Moog's Wiener Portrait Salon. I don't know. Anyway, that's the story of Zum Schwarzen Kamel. So here's a Louis Vuitton, and if you dine on a lot of Viennese food, you get a figure like that. They are not starving. Hussies are looking down the street. And what a street it is. This is quite the grand avenue. I bet it looks wonderful at night. Maybe we'll see it at night. I see something about Vienna I really like, and it's the architecture. But more than that, there is no graffiti anywhere, unlike in Paris.
Check out the Cartier building.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. The architecture here is amazing. Look at that. And once again, no graffiti.
They're so pretty.
World of Ornaments.
We affirm you, Debbie. We affirm you.
Yes, you're cute. That's adorable.
That's a lot of ornaments. It had to happen. We're in the Breitling boutique. I like that one. This is the Breitling boutique in Vienna, where you could sit by the fire, look at the tree, see Vienna out of the window, have some cookies, and examine the watches.
It's black. It's polished still.
Oh, I like
Just the black ceiling is reflecting. Oh. It's polished. This. So
Maybe you can turn this into a blog, maybe not.
this is just
I like that.
reflection from the walls and from
If I had to have a green watch, that would be the one I'd want.
So this one goes for
Green Navitimer.
This is price including taxes.
What is the small size?
It's about
There's the one that started it off for me. Well, here we are in Vienna. Omega Watch news! The news is we're not going into the Omega store because we can't afford any of that stuff. But there it is in the big shopping district in Vienna, right there, Omega. They have moon watches therein, I'm sure. Wish you were here. Thanks for watching.